Have an ear for. Adadashi. Explosion. Spontaneous. Thread. Convenience. Explicit. Do a favor. Precision. Exist in a. Swallow. Pretend. Comment. Expansion. Attendance. Characteristic. Description. Fumi. Prove a. Those concerned. Expert. Theoretical. Outlook. Be concerned with a. Attendant. In essence. Apply A to B. Expose. Viewpoint. Exposure. Doku. Burst into tears. Restriction. Reflect. Confirmation. Exhibit. Mission. Do more harm than good. Attend to a. Proof. Case. Have an insight into a. Signify. On a regular basis. Regret. Imply. Sasugami. Workout. Represent. Research. Reflect on a. Figure. View. Spontaneously. Hierarchy. Considering. Boring. Be satisfied with a. Cause. Consult. Trivial. Humor. Complexity. Souvenir. Act. Raise. Cut down on. Rise. Rise. Organize. Reason. Remarkable. Pray. Scary. Scatter. Kokorodo. Implicit. Extension. Hold one's tongue. Harmless. Generalize. Propose to a that S should do. Court. Precise. Generous. Astrology. Substitute. Optimism. Penetrate. Be harmful for a. Prove.
Probe. Censorship.
Inform me that. Emit. Borrow. Grasp. Forgive. With regard to a. Melt. Identify a with b. In general. Document. Propose that S do. Typical. Diagnose A as B. Vitality. React. Characteristic. Respectively. Define. Fashion. transparent, definite. A is accompanied by B. Response, appeal, intelligible, on good terms with, prejudice, refuse to do, verse, fail, describe, means, expert, be concerned about A, attach A to B, dialogue, pay attention to A, bright, solve, fashion, fitness, ironically, unconscious, greeting, fascination, duly, imaimashi, collect, allow A to do, economic, prohibit, advance, slight, in this regard, disgust, firm, consist, apparently, life expectancy, depression, Yorokobi Maoshi, on board, reasonable, no doubt, assumption, proposal, belong, have an allergy to A, intellectual, prominent, make a face, recollect, charm, ordinary, stuck, consist, reference, geological, be astonished that, affirm, get the better of, brilliant,
tangible,
routine, overlook, reside, brute, representation, down, mention,
react to A,
suggest that, expand, on account of A, give rise to A, residence, denial, overlook, did back, remained, illustration, quote, obesity, germ, scarce, astonish, denial, recognition, no better, remind A of B, praise, underlie, raise a question, unique, in reference to A, erection, surface, kokorodo, artery, in terms of, firm, hypothesis, is familiar to B, ignore, appear, or, subject, revelation, free of charge, spontaneity, remark, imply, tolerant, nurture, possession, Compound. Consideration. Revive. Reflect a term. Prejudice. Regretful. Vexed. Figure. To the best of my knowledge. Standpoint. Logic. Aspire. Outlook. Refuse. Out of context. Solve. Suspicion. Mean. Substance. Method. Essential. Serves you right. The main character. Apply. Tongue. Mean. Extraordinary. Foundation. Ingredient. Ambiguity. Illiteral. Reflect. Identify with a cough. Defect. Negligible. Evidently. Seize. Remark. Manuscript. Ceremony. Failure to do. Cling to a. Against all odds. Refer to a. Wait. Infection. Profound. Entry. Apply for a. It is typical of a to do. Confide. Strictly. Bear no relation to a. Prefer. Brilliant. Respectful. Constitution. Attentive. Yoshihito.
Defy.
Weave. Factor. Surgeon. In the wake of. Issue. Destructive. Profound. Vivid. Take refuge. Foster. Be frightened by a. Accept. Odds. Be harmful to a. Captive. Remarkable. Household. Be bored with a. Entrance. Statement. Be amazed at. Incline. Beverage. Expect a to do. Bother. Yuyushi. Firmly. Scholastic. Nutritious. Idle.
Ingenious.
Letter. Intimate. Utterly. Detach A from B. Betray. Trivial. At odds with. Shelter. In detail. Do. Hunger. Refugee. Kokonoe. Geographic. Reject. Bear responsibility. Be amazed to do. Be of significance. Survey. Crisis. Digestion. Greed. Opinion. Diffusion. Fit. Routine. Vexed. Express one's opinion about a company. Be harmless for a. Identify. Clothe. Irony. The odds are that. Oh boy. Commuter. Favorite. Analogy. Koko Rosashi. Vocabulary. Accommodation. Appearance. Verbal. Strain. Essential. Extension. Meditation. To the point. Attract. Cure. Reason. Prominent. Disappointment. Representation. Literally. Receive. Literal. Restrict. Refer to a. Review. Nourishment. Deserve doing. Contemplate. Bear. Fail to do. Consciousness. Never fail to do. Incomprehensible. Pass on. Inclination. Result in a. Regret having doing. Compulsory. Grateful. Interpretation. Atomic. Ambiguity. Take A into consideration. Case. Fit with a. A city dweller. Logic. Proof. Chemistry. Expand. Apology. Suggest doing. Restrain. Application. Lie in a. Allergy. Tempt. Emphasis. Base. Itazuranari. Odd. Make a point of. One's mother tongue. Propose. Shallow. Particular. Obviously. Communication. Trend. Identify. Experiment. Odd. Remain to do. Convenience. Statement. For the good of. Basis. A mission. Assume. Odd. Botany. Suggest that as to. Inclination. Swear. Familiar. Concern. Translate A into B. A's critic. As a consequence. Matter. Keen. Mote Hayasu. Cruelty. Lead to a. Patient. Cut a fine figure. Establish. Significant. liberal, harm, liberal, indispensable. Make mention of a, unbearable, long for, comment, organization, improvement, treat, hold one's tongue,
coordination,
submit, shift, official, dwell on, illustration, people concerned, term, ordinary,
marvel,
with a view to doing, a means to an end, cut a figure, a slip of the tongue, attachment, astonishing, lean, comment, foster, tiny, starve, brute, impatient, cling, accept, in practice, observation,
subordinate,
expectation, proposition, proverb, witty, distort, objection, demonstrate, impose, property, dialect, logical, proposal, live on, conclusion, scholastic, prove that, do the grocery shopping, wait for a,
adjust A to B,
do harm to a, fall behind, abort, stir, specific, aspire for a, it is likely that, compound, it is estimated that, in my view, turn a deaf ear to, volunteer, by means of a, case, rumor, for the good of, primarily, fundamental, state, disgust, ordinary, ignorant, organize, melt, view, surgery, curiosity, literacy, distress, refer, recall, ignore, come to terms with, establishment, unconscious, document, pronunciation, apply to a, ground, slightly, wait on a, intelligent, cannot possibly do, abstract, triviality, familiar, vocabulary, extraordinary, chemical, make a fine figure, distress, spread, operation, surgical, beast, look on, Implication. Be supposed to do. Subject. Residential. Shallow. Negligence. Obscure. Harm. Survey. Thrust. Commit oneself to a. By all means. Consequence. Describe. Lay emphasis on a. Stick. Idle. Refer to a. Be about to do. Ground. Wait. I accompanies be. Without regard to a. Do a harm. Put on weight. Surgery. Nurture. Pessimistic. Ests. Accompany. Household. Consistency. Concern. Charm. Grammatical. Attendant. Tongue. Ingredient. Beyond one's means. Compose. Apologize. Diagnose. Comfort. Confirm. Typically. Affirm. Identity. Board. Belong. Wait. Harmful. Theory. Contemplate. Lean on a. Consider A to be B. Erect. Reasonable. View. Inhabitant. Odds. On the grounds that. Analogy. Reside. Vein. Pick up. In context. Be anxious to do. Process. Fail in a. Treat. Conscious. Biological. Spellbound. Grocery. Acknowledge. Treatment. Scare. Stage fright. Comprehend. Enthusiastic. Identical. Issue. Fail. By all means. Verbal. Doubtful. Case.
Be yet to do.
Utoku ni. Expansion. Assume. Philosophy. Volunteer. Aspect. Refer. Distinctive. Be identical with a. Regardless of. Establish. Free. Without fail. Bilingua. Implication.
Apprehensive.
Wait. Applicant. Vitality. Bend. Knowledge. Enable. Rumor. Feast. Failure. Meditation. Issue. Account. Obligation. Analyze. Utoku. Residence. Compose oneself. Gain weight. Stuck. Essentially. Treat. Know better than to do. Firm. Division. Be intent on A. Be scared of A. Belonging. Attachment. Amaze. Result from A. Asamashiku naru. Insult. Make a point of. Mention. Indefinite. Philosophy. Acknowledge. With the naked eye. Dizzy. Account. Official. At odds with. Academic. Disappear. Lose weight. Come to terms with. Accurate. Nurture. Exist. Operate.
Marriage.
Focus. Be expert in A. As a result. Construct. Cooperation. Deny 0102. View. Interact. Consider AB. Be jealous of A. Indispensable. Element. Restrict A to B. In fashion. As far as A is concerned. Be amazed at A. Suggestion. Digest. Forbid. Humiliate. Be unique to A. Appear. Free of A. Be consistent with A. Risk. View. Free. Spread. Reasonable. Keep up with. Concern. Expect. Case. With. Subscribe to A. Mean. Awareness. Thirst. Plague. The Pilgrim Fathers. Kokoro Narazu. Be anxious for A. Company. Racial discrimination. Be frightened of A. With a view to doing. Bend. Proposal. Be curious to know A. Suggest. Brutal. Fascination. Company. Hazukashi. Wisdom. Unlikely. Linguistics. Starve. Capture. Attendance. Have an insight about A. Significance. Trait. Court. Information. Receive. Comprehension. Appear to do. Correct. Existence. Take A into account. Illustrate. Diet. Pass away. Routine. Court. Represent. Be composed of A. Review. Due to. Applicant. Enthusiastic. confirm, diffuse, express concern about a, be inclined to do, run the risk of doing, constitute, fail, susceptible, apt, representative, extend, structure, make an exception, mold, recognize, linguist, interpretation, upset,
ingenuity,
accommodate, concrete, cooperate with a, recollect, regarding, be committed to a, monologue, derivation, favorable, sakashi, cure of b, mutsukashi, complex, insert a into b, compromise, by no means, immunity, considerate, at issue, consideration, domesticate, vexed, yearn to do, in general, emphasize, possess, regret doing, subject, lead a to b, common, make a remark on a, dwell, divide, reflection, prime minister, probability, convenient, chore, get married to a, old-fashioned, organize, raise money, character, case, suppose, construction, utterance, naked, be willing to do, swallow, intensity, nonoshiru, geology, exceed, stereotype, impose a on b, ban, improve, inhabit, wait, race, warinashi, be subject to a, mutsukashi, desperate, close, with the result that, cursed, psychological, apply, unwilling, philosopher, adonari, collection, investigate, intellect, identity, yukusue, underestimate, solid, standpoint, means, liberate, literal, fit in a, koshikata, oral, recognize, comfort, extend, be on alert, propose to a that has to, strain, in a's company, be frightened at a, string, fall back on, grasp, acknowledgement, possess, mention, intelligence, figure, radiation, allow for a quotation, comprehensive, congratulation, concern, plague, greet, consider, erect, medical, where, cognition, criticize A for B, proposition, attach, nourishment, revival, preference, tolerant, kashichi, virus, viewpoint, prescribe, concern, term, review, probability, fright, itazuranari, erection, aware, make a difference, inquire, I firmly believe that, criticize, division, raise, swallow, acceptance, exhibit, marry, pessimism, assembly, fail, notion, asamashi, reinforce, burst out laughing, wit, accent, well, structure, upset, do, go on a diet, await, lean against A, discriminate, habitat, be unique to A, general, case, term, attraction, workout, lay stress on A, feature, disregard, erect, Propose to a that s to. Intelligible. Inform a that. Probability. Comprehension. Make a face. Brutal. Shelter. Consideration. Betray. Reasonable. Familiar.